Alright, voiceover Carlos is done, so you know what I'm going to do. So yeah, I played this game before, right? Um, Essentially, I'm going to give this a shot, normal mode, but it's not a long game, so I'm going to try to beat it, and then from there, do a gameplay on New Game Plus. Because I do know it came out as part of an update. It kind of brought some of the mods, not mods, but well, modifications that you can do technically to the normal game. So we're gonna see how that goes. I hope they let you skip the intro. It's such a annoying one. It's like a little walkthrough through the war. So as I did mention, I did beat this game before. It really wasn't too long ago that I did it, but oh man, it was like an absolute blast. The game, like I love the Amnesia series. It was one of my first horror games. I started off with Alien Isolation before I really got into like real horror, and then went right into Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I had watched Amnesia: The Dark Descent before, but I was too scared as a kid to play it. So, that being said, it was one hell of an experience playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent beforehand, and then came out Machine for Pigs, Justine, which was really just a challenge mode, and then now the Bunker. And I think out of all of them, in terms of a gameplay, mechanics, and spec wise, I will argue and die on a hill that Amnesia: The Bunker is the best one so far. Honestly speaking, it's you can't go wrong with this one. So I will give some commentary, mostly just to keep my own sanity. But yeah, see how this goes. See what I remember. So I am playing this on normal. I pretty much do all the gameplay mechanics in here and everything. I beat the game a couple times, I think maybe twice already. Very good game. Flashlight. That's running at the bolt cutters. That was actually one brand new thing I just noticed. The subtitles at the bottom, they describe, which is pretty cool, honestly.
Someone there? Oh, oui. Thought I was
What's
the
up?
last one. We're trapped down here. Rat fucking officers ran and blew the exit behind them. You want to escape? You need to blow it back open. There's dynamite in the arsenal. And a handle to trigger it somewhere in the excavation site. Get them, and you can make it out. Shit. That thing, it's coming for me. Here, take this. Finish me off, please. I want to die at the hands of a brother soldier, not that monster.
Boppy.
There's ammo.
Now, I am doing this as a brand new gameplay, so I do know that I won't have any problems with him, essentially. Yeah, I know I won't have any problems with him until, I believe, a certain part in the beginning. Kind of fairly early, you're safe. To a certain point. I think it's when you crank the handle, and you'll see what I'm talking about, that it starts to hit the fan. Now, the reason why I brought this, you're going to see why. There we go. Bam. Alright. Perfect. Baptiste. Oh, Batiste. Okay. Oh, nice score. Yeah, a couple of sorry about that. A couple of items in this game, you're gonna notice they're very RNG, if you will. They do have an RNG aspect to it. Sometimes you gotta get lucky to find a couple early on. Like for example, that fuel tank. I'm pretty sure another gameplays I've done, I didn't have one there. In this room, you can normally find one. By nature, you'll find one next to it. There's a chance you can find more on the side, and doesn't look like I'm that lucky. Yeah. They updated this look too on this box. I can understand why they would, because I won't lie, it was pretty damn confusing at first, trying to see which boxes you can open and not. So for those 0631, and ooh, I was wrong. Look at that. Alarm clock. Here. So we are actually pretty good for now. Not bad at all. So normally I'll give you some tips from what I remember in terms of this gameplay. So kind of be a mixture of both, you know, gameplay and just tips. For this first part of the game, they're gonna kind of want you to turn on the power, and you know, you'll learn quickly here that the monster is attracted to the darkness. So if it's dark and you don't have the power on, expect him, right? But for the first part of this game, you can go in there without the light. It's not necessary to have it on. That early on, it will just burn fuel, and trust me, there are way more opportunities that you're gonna need it. As for this flashlight, one extremely important thing that you should know, as far as I knew, before this most recent update, I think it was what, the end of last year that it came out. 2 flashes or 2 charges, meaning 1, 2, is considered quiet, despite what that says. It is considered a quiet noise. It will not make noise. It will not alert the monster. 3 will. Let's get this out of the way here. And, you know, moving objects around, surprisingly, are considered soft noises. This one is considered a medium noise, I think. Breaking an object. You can hear him in the background now. And I know there's a corpse back here that you're going to need the dog tags of. Barden 2043. Barden 2043, alright. Not bad. Now, there is a possibility the monster could come out at this point in time. I don't believe he does. Not very often. It's more when you get the wheel. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Oh yeah, this really does help actually. This used to look so different. Those lock boxes kind of used to look very generic, if you will. So you really wouldn't even know when one was an actual lock box. These are your light switches, so if these have a little power light on the top or the bottom, when you activate them, that means it's time for you to flip it up so you can turn the light on in the area. One important thing to note is the lights on, the monster will kind of keep at bay unless you make a crap ton of noise. It's not a get out of jail free card, it just means he won't come out unprovoked. In the darkness in which we're currently at, he will. You'll see the difference when I turn on the power. for this part. Power. Nothing else. Some of these doors are booby trapped as well. Something really worth mentioning. Depending on the type of explosion, it will call the monster. Something you should definitely try your hardest to avoid. And yeah. The holes on the walls that you see are holes that he can emerge from as well, so keep that fairly in mind when you are playing. If you can hear him, look around for any nearby holes. Chances are, if he's at that hole, waiting to come out, you'll see his breath. And if you see his breath, that means get away slowly, don't make too much noise. Just get out of there. Make yourself live a little longer. Door's locked. Alright. Fall in there. It's a lot of notes. I won't be reading through them really in this gameplay, just because, you know, we've been through this already, or at least I've played through it already, if you will. I'll drop it. I'll just know I left it in here. Bottles will be important. Gas grenade, yeah, I value the grenade a little bit more over the empty bottle. Watch your footing. It's kind of what you see me do. Oh, movement. Jesus, get the hell out of the way. Okay. You know, you'd think that'd make a lot more noise. Bullet. Oh, I have two. Actually, I need to load up. Alright, not bad. Almost a full clip. Full set. Alright, so essentially a good part of this game is us collecting dog tags of our fallen soldiers in order to unlock tools needed for escape. Right, 5049 J. Delisle. Right. One important thing, pocket bags. Extremely important. They'll give you more room, as you can see. Now that I have more room, I'm most likely going to go out of my way and go get that bottle I dropped. And you will see the reason why pretty soon. Well, not pretty soon, in a bit. But you'll understand. Take this. If it's your first time playing, just be brave. Remember, it's just a game. And in general, try to, I wouldn't say enjoy it, but try to beat it. It's a very rewarding experience. Funny enough, my girlfriend, she's deathly horrified of games like this. And this is the first horror game she's ever beaten. We tried Alien Isolation and the original Amnesia, no go. But this one, no problem. She just completely went right through it, start to finish. It helps that it wasn't too long either. Let's see here. I'm gonna do a ballsy move and leave the gun behind. Right? The next step is to kind of use that dog tag to get the wheel, which is what we will do. So, you can go back and look back at the map, or I'll just probably edit in a photo of it into here. But the map is going to be your best friend, just because this game follows a kind of like hub, if you will, of objectives that you have to do. Like, your safe house will be your main hub, right? It's always going to be safe, right? Unless you have specific modifiers on, which, I'll just go out of the way and tell you now. It's not a spoiler, but if you choose to, the monster, if he chases you and he meets you at the room and the door is closed, he cannot break through, right? The doors are made of metal. So he will only be able to break through if the doors are made of wood. That's actually very useful. Listen to the music. That... Gonna mute my mic so you can hear that. Those metallic footsteps, that's the monster. I will say, these little subtitles of the area, like what he's doing, heavy footsteps and stuff, that wasn't there originally. It helps a bunch. Heartbeat is going higher, means he's closer to us, so try your best not to look at him. We're good. So with that wheel we got... Seriously? Oh, damn. Yeah, one thing to know about this game, he is unpredictable. So, yeah, he can do stuff that kind of catches you off guard, and you can find it as, like, stupid. He definitely will catch you off guard. Like, he came out 2 times in a row. I you know, it's not a scripted AI. I mean, yeah, it's not scripted. He is a unscripted enemy. So he will do some stupid stuff sometimes. Like, play around in this area. Okay, movement inside the walls. We're good. Wow. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Alright, so we're gonna head back over to the, just a safe room. I like to save, just, whenever I make a little milestone. So we opened up the prison, sorry, the soldiers' quarters. In the soldiers' quarters, we are going to find a code that gets us to the arsenal. The arsenal, I believe, will have something we're gonna need. Hold on. Notes. Something. I gotta see what it is. Increase shooting base. Erosion. Keep the light on. Yeah, that's obvious there. Fuel and fire. Amnesia cause. There's a note about what we have to do to get out of there. Not. Oh, I think it's that one. Well, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to the little gas, and we're going to activate it. Now, go in, take your clock. This is going to be very important. The reason why is because your fuel will run out. It is not permanent. So your clock gives you a good rough timer. On normal mode, I believe a full tank is 30 minutes. So just keep that in mind as you're going through the mission. As you can see now, with the gasoline in, we are eliminated, if you will. So, a bit better. We're gonna head over onto the soldiers' quarters, see what we can get. I know there's a couple of dog tags we need in here, but let us see. A little loading here. Okay, good amount of loading. Normally is some gas on the left side. Oof. Bad luck. None for me. Alright, that's understandable. Have a nice day. The store needs to get blown open so you can see a little map of your objectives. Careful here, because there are tripwires. None so far, which is always a good sign. But we need to get in through here, into communications. There's a key in here in the security that will open that, but we need to blow up that that door. Should you encounter the monster here, your best practice would be to hide in the bunker, under the bunks of this place. Right, I didn't bring the gun with me. Kinda want to save all my bullets. Even though it's not completely necessary, but I just like to. Hiding under these beds will definitely work. Be careful as there are tripwires here. They are meant to mess you up. Gasoline, that will definitely be helpful. I did get a code here, Foreman Stafford. Daisy chain switches. Pranks and mischief will be reported. Switches should be turned off under extraordinary, like when I say so. Shut off the power. Blah, blah, blah. So it's essentially this whole place is daisy chained, meaning you'd have to do something to get the power on for other sites. Anyone who's watching who's technicians or anything, they'll definitely know more than me. Found a key. Communications room key. Can't carry any more fuel. Now these rats are going to be a huge pain. The reason why is because they will scream and literally ruin your whole game. Best practice to getting rid of them, taking meat and using it to your advantage. You do need a dog tag that's on this soldier. I believe it's on this soldier. So you can throw meat and it will distract the rats, letting you move in for a dog tag. Communications is opened. Now that key is not always going to be there. One thing that you definitely need to understand is that that key will definitely be in other sections, other places. So normally you can find the key on any bunk bed kind of lockbox like these, or under a pillow. I got lucky and found it straight off the bat, thank God. And that's sometimes where you'll find that key. You just gotta do a lot of searching in here, minding the gas, because this is one hell of an unfortunate place to have the monster around, considered how there's a bunch of beds.
Night.
Oh, that's me. Okay. Clement 9971. If you can stop blowing things up for like a bit. Thank you. Give your clock a little check. We're still doing good. More than half a tank left to go, and we have 3 tanks back at base, and I just found another one. Let's freaking go. Right. So one thing I definitely would say for here, slow and steady wins the race. I believe there's a possible encounter here. If you're going to hide in this area, by the way, hide with under a cot that has a mattress. Yeesh, perhaps it wasn't such a good idea for me not to bring a gun. Boy. I remember that door needs to be blown open. But I have a grenade. Okay, this is going to be possibly extremely stupid, but don't do this. There's a hiding spot around the corner. Seriously? Just gonna let me... Well, shit, dude, alright. You're gonna let me get away with that? Alright, I won't complain. You do have to get around here. Just, for... I forgot what it was for, but there's something back here you'll need. I think it's a switch you have to flip. Put that over there. Oh no, yeah, you need to unscrew it. Okay. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Well, I left that open, so push comes to shove. Get a nice little quick hiding spot. I am extremely surprised that monster did not come over here to mess me up. As you can see, we found a little pouch there. Thank God. If you're on PlayStation 5, L1 is your boost button, or your speed up button, if you will. Make sure you have a little bit of a running start before jumping over tripwires. You will learn the hard way. Unfortunately, it's happened to me a bunch of times. Yeesh. That's right, this is where I have to go, but I need something to break it. Damn, no brick. Alright, well, that's where I have to go. You very distinguished gentlemen can stay over there. Alright, so when this kind of thing happens, it's not the end of the world, right? Sometimes all you have to do is a little bit of replanning. Give me 1 second, everyone. So there is a gasoline over there. Very good. What did I pick up? Meat? Might be worth keeping. Or you know what, honestly? I would say I can leave it here. I'm gonna have to come back either way, and I'll take the fuel. Let me get a fuel check. A little under half. We're doing a-okay, I'd say. Try not to walk directly in front of rats. Rats are very annoying ads that will mess you up. I want a shortcut. I'm gonna do something dumb. Open this door that has a grenade tripwire in front of it. Therefore calling the monster. See if we can get our first glimpse of the big boy. Seriously? Well, alright, man. Who am I to argue with you? You do what you want. Try to remember the map. It will definitely help you. I'm just gonna make a straight beeline for that safe room. Sucker. There we go. I think 3 will fill it up to max again. And that should leave me with nice 3. Awesome. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take the grenade just because we might need it. I'm not hurt, I'm not bleeding, thankfully. So, yeah. So far, so good. And we just need to get the armory code. That will be good. Now give me a minute just to pause here. And that's where we will end the first part. So, when we come back, we need to get back into that place, and from there we will get ourselves the artillery code, and then venture down into the prison. We do have a couple of dog tags as well, so we'll probably do that next as well. Alright.